Bright and early, and it's time to do a morning workout. It's time to get that pump in. It's time to work a little bit of chest, a little bit of shoulders, and a little bit of back. So it's going to be an upper body push-pull day. This is a lot of fun, and there's not a lot of cars here this early. What time is it? 4:25 in the morning, and I'm excited to go get a workout in. I'm excited to just kind of have the space, and I'll bring you along. I'll just show you kind of my thought process, the way that I like to train, the way that I enjoy it, the way I still see progress at the age of 38. This is something that really excites me to get it done. So I'm gonna go in, we're gonna see how it goes. And yeah, follow along for the ride. We'll see you afterwards. So starting off with a warm up here, just gonna do a nice Turkish get up. I've got a 30-pound dumbbell here, and I'm gonna get the same leg bent, and I'm lowered here. Opposite arm is going to assist me as I come up. Controlled up, always looking high, making sure the shoulder, elbow, wrist, all stacked up upon one another. And then you've got a reverse lunge, coming back down. It's just a nice warm up, nice flow to get things going before I do the big push-pull day. So just 3 per side. The thing about warm-ups that I think a lot of people overthink is that they need to do this huge 25-minute, 30-minute warm-up and then get into the lift. For me, like, I'm warm after like 5 minutes. So I really don't see the point of really doing those long ass warm-ups. 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how you feel, and then get into your workout. Workouts for me about 45 minutes, 45 to 60 minutes. All right, next up here, I'm gonna grab a lighter kettlebell. So the bottoms up press is just a good way to get the shoulder stability here. I'm not focused on heavy weights here. I'm focusing on the control when we do it. So weights come up. I'm in a half kneeling position. Bottom of the kettlebell is actually pointed up. And all I want to do is a slow rep to try and control that weight up and down. A little bit of shoulder stability, a little bit of core stabilization, and just making sure that we're getting those pressing muscles primed up and ready to go. You can already hear me like, whew, see? And I lost that one. But I'm losing my breath as I do this one too. Not because it's taxing, but because you're trying to find that stability. And obviously I'm talking and things like that. So let's jump into the other side. Nice controlled. It's good mental exercise as well too. I gotta stop talking. I gotta focus on this one. Now we're gonna move into some bird dog row. How many did I do there? About 5, 3, 4, 5. But you're holding a bird dog position, and then you're doing a single arm row. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so opposite arm, opposite leg. Getting that leg up into the bird dog. really all about core stability, not all about the strength in the beginning here. Drop my gum. I'm gonna put it back in my mouth. Don't judge me. Okay, I'm gonna do the opposite side now. Let's get to the work. So first thing we're gonna do, flat dumbbell press. I love the flat dumbbell press. Let's get into it. Well, for the flat dumbbell press, I like to do a couple warm-up sets or ramp-up sets, whatever you want to call them. Just focus on the target muscle here. So just going light at the beginning. We'll see how heavy we can go. Focusing on squeezing that muscle. How many reps? I don't know. Count it. 6, 7, 8, 10, whatever feels good. Set. Stay. Normally I like to rest like 30 seconds, 60 seconds between the workup sets and then longer for the work sets. Like 2-3 minutes for those. Need a little bit of rest here as we jump into the first round. I really want to be dialed in. It's different too. I don't have any music on. There's no music playing over the speakers. It's amazing how much music makes a difference, but we're still going to push through. 6 to 10 reps is what I'm looking for here, and 3 working sets. So I've done 2 warm-up sets and then 3 working sets. I don't really count the workup sets to the volume. I only count the working sets. So let's jump into it. We've got 80s. We're gonna go 6 to 10 reps. So it's a good indicator that I may need to back off a bit. So that's the first set done. Yeah, I want to go 6 to 10, but we'll take a long rest here. We're gonna see how it goes. I mean, this is just, it's a metaphor for life though. Sometimes you're gonna feel great some days you're gonna feel like crap. I don't feel like crap, I'm not quite there. I do have a lot of energy. It's just the weights feel heavier today. But we're still pushing, we're still here, we're still moving the body. So in round number 2, what I'm gonna shoot for is 6 reps at 80 pounds. And then probably for the third set, I might do a back off set. And the back off set isn't much lighter. Like I'm not going down to 50s again. I'm gonna try to keep it around the 70 pound mark and see if I can get another 6. But we'll make sure that we get another minute's rest here. I wanna make sure that I'm feeling good. You know, this is a good time for me to get those stretches and those static stretches that we know everybody needs. So I don't always do a post-workout stretch, and this is why. Normally if I'm resting, if I'm taking a 3-minute rest, I'll just do some static stretching on the muscles that I'm not using right away. Went for a long run yesterday, and so today, hip flexors, quads are feeling that for sure. All right, let's move in around number 2 here. Heavy on the set. Let's see how big we can push it. I mean, if we can get 7 or 8, great. That's what we're gonna shoot for. But once the form starts to suck, starts to break down, that's when we're dropping it. All right, big push. Here we go. That's a good indicator that I do need a little bit of a back off. So normally I'll do those push-ups after if I'm not able to get the reps that I wanted. So I only got 4 there, and then I did 3 push-ups. Do one more round, and then I think I'm going to do some incline press next. Normally, during these long rest periods, I'm not checking social media, visualizing what I need to do for the next set. I'm seeing what I can improve on. Okay, here we go. This is going to be our final round. We're going to make it move. Let's go in 3. Take a break and then move ourselves into some incline press. People are starting to show up now. It's great. I love seeing people move. I'm going to scale it a little bit back on the press, see how it goes. I'm going to do 1, maybe 2 warm-up sets here before I get into the heavy portion. I might only get up to 50s, to be honest with you, but we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit heavy, but I can definitely feel it. I think I'm gonna go right into 50s. Only doing 2 heavy sets, so usually for these warm-up sets too, what I'll do is choose weights that are like 50%. I know I can do max. Like I could probably do, that wasn't 50%. My max is probably 65, 70. So usually I like to start with like 50% of my heaviest lift as my first workout set. But because I've already done 1 flat dumbbell press, I'm not going to do the 50%, so that was about 60%. Now I'm moving up to about, 75% maybe. So, and this one here, after this one, I'll take a little bit of a longer rest. This might be my first working set. We'll see how it feels. I'm only going to go for 6 to 8 here. But yeah, one breathing technique that's really helped prepare me for my next set is from Dr. Andrew Huberman. where he recommends you take a long inhale and then finish it off, and then like a long exhale. So it would look like this. Out through the mouth. Out through the mouth. And do that for about, a minute or so. Helps recover for sure. Round number 2, let's go 6 to 8. Big push. Count that. It's my first working set. I mean, this is going to be my last pushing exercise, and then I'm going to move into some pulling. By the end, the upper body is definitely going to feel it. I like doing push-pull legs. Love doing push-pull legs. This is my favorite split. I don't like full body. I like either doing like a full push day, then a full pull day, then legs. Then maybe on day 4, I might do some arms. What I'm finding is even if I do like a push-pull on the same day, that still feels really good. And after today's workout, this is a new cycle for me. I'm starting day 1 of a new cycle where it's more like this, where it's more like push-pull on the same day. Today's push-pull, tomorrow's rest day, but I'll do 2 days of legs, but also doing like quads and hamstrings on the same day, upper body push-pull on the other 2 days. So I feel it's nice and balanced. I'll put in the description what my split is right now. All right, here we go. This is probably my second working set, and then we'll move into some pulling. Okay, 6 to 8 is the goal. Here we go. 6 to 8. Let's focus here. Not today. I'm gonna do one more working set. Oh, maybe not. Let's see if I can do 3 or 4 more. Was a tough one. Recovery's not, the weights aren't where I want them today. I mean, some days you're gonna feel on top of the world, but other days, not so much. And today's, we're doing our best. We're pushing, right? Jacknife pull-ups. Here we go. So notice how the low body is locked in position here, but you can really target those lats a little bit more. And if this is too easy body weight, I could always add a medicine ball to my lap, or something that's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. While I'm taking a break here, the cool thing about my gym is that this is the view. I used to be able to see it really well, but there's downtown. I mean, this is easier with like a sandbag or something, but if you have a pad or a bar around the waist. full range of motion. This will be the last round. Usually my split is Monday through Saturday. Sunday I like to take a good active recovery day, walking, some mobility. I do all my business work on Sundays as well, like really heavy day. I'll do stuff throughout the week as well, like coaching and things like that, but Sundays is where I do like the marketing, the accounting, the websites, the funnels, content, all the stuff that I really want to focus on happens on Sundays. So I block out my entire day. All right, final round. Really nice control, and I'm gonna slim the reps too. Let's go. Don't forget to wipe down. Friends, clean up after yourself. Takes 2 seconds. All right, have to check the program, see what we're doing next. Let's move on. All right, last round here. No, it's more neutral, 45-degree angle. I'll do one, maybe 2 warm-up sets for this. Keep the chest pressed into that pad. Nice controlled movements here. Might do one more exercise after this. We'll see. Maybe like a bicep curl. It's been fun doing this push-pull, but it was an early start. Like I was here at 4 o'clock in the morning. So even though I didn't get a great night's sleep last night, we're still here, we're still moving the body. I'm trying to bring the energy as much as I can. The weight's not moving exactly how I wanted, but that's okay. Sometimes it's about moving, it's about feeling the muscles, it's about controlling the movements, and that's what I'm really focusing on today. Less about how much mass I'm moving. So no PR set today, and that's absolutely A-okay. I'm gonna do 2 more rounds here. I'll consider the first 2 kind of my warm-ups. I'm gonna try for 10 reps here. And then we'll wrap it up with some curls. One more increment. Yeah. One more. Going up one more. The cool thing about this working out is that I don't ever feel like I'm losing something. I don't ever feel like just because I didn't lift the same weights every single time that it was a crappy workout. Like, I'm not gonna set a PR every single workout. That is irresponsible to think. Yeah, the goal should be, can I add 5 more pounds on my bench press every single week? But if you think about logistically, if you were to do that, 52 weeks of the year, add on 5 pounds to your bench press, like that's 250, 300 pounds that you're adding on in a year. That's not possible. Unless you're like a phenom, if you're on some sort of gear or anything like that, but it's not gonna happen. Like, at this stage of the game, I'm lucky if I add on maybe 10, 15 pounds to my bench press every single year, if I'm lucky, because after the age of 30, sarcopenia starts to set in, where That's the age-related muscle loss, and everybody goes through it. It's natural. Everybody goes through it. That's why it's so important to strength train. It's not because of the way you look in the mirror. It's to battle, sarcopenia, so that when you are older and a little bit less mobile, and if you fall, you're able to get yourself back up. So that's why I continue to train. I'm going to train until I die, and I'm great with that. All right, here we go, last round. 6 to 10. Last set coming up here. Just gonna do some bicep curls. Keep it really simple. Let's do that, focus on a little bit of a pump, and then call her a day. It's 5:30 right now. People are just starting to show up. Awesome. I love to see it. I'm just wrapping up here. It's a good workout, upper body push-pull. Were there PR set? No, absolutely not. But I would much rather show up consistently every single day than try to set a PR every single day. Now, that's not to say that if I'm sick or I'm injured, I'm gonna push myself or drag myself to the gym. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying then, any form of movement is net positive. If I am injured, and say it's a shoulder injury, can I go for a walk instead? Can I go for a hike? Can I go for a swim? Right? It doesn't have to be so dogmatic where I'm always doing the same strength training exercises every single time. This is what set me up for success. I haven't been injured since COVID, and COVID was an accident. So I was training outside and I tore 3 tendons in my foot because I was warming up and I was doing some bum kicks, and my sidewalk in my front, sidewalk is here, grass was down here, and I kind of stepped and rolled my ankle, broke 3 tendons. I was in a boot for a long time, but the thing is I actually put myself through a handstand challenge. I learned how to do a handstand during that time because I couldn't do legs. So anyways, I'm just saying, movement is good. Movement is good, and I love doing it. All right, last round. Anyways, thanks for joining on, friends. I'll post stuff in the comments in the description. If you like this video, please subscribe, please please share it with some friends who can benefit from these types of workouts. Anyways, see you soon. We'll see you on the next video.